is enough said.
Happy Taco Tuesday, Heat Nation. Your boy Ernest here. Back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Would really appreciate the support, you guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. And together, let's go on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Now, the Miami Heat have a game today against the Chicago Bulls. We're 24-23, you guys, with the 6th seed. We need to continue this push. You defeat the Chicago Bulls tonight. You go 2 games above 500. This is the push that you need. We are literally 3 games down from the 4th seed. The Miami Heat can turn this season around, and how amazing would it be that this year without Jimmy Butler, we make it out of the play-in tournament, showing people that this youth movement is something to look forward to. Now, getting into today's topic, you guys, the reason why I'm posting this video, we've been talking about a lot of trades lately. We've been talking about Jimmy Butler potentially going to different teams, different fits, what would work best. But at the end of the day, nothing has happened yet. You know, Jimmy Butler is basically nixing every opportunity that the Miami Heat has to trade with a team. Now, I honestly believe, you guys, that what's going to happen is that the Miami Heat and Phoenix Suns are trying to get this trade done to send Jimmy to Phoenix, where he wants to go. But the biggest problem is moving Bradley Beal and that no-trade clause. It's not that only the Miami Heat doesn't want Bradley Beal, but other teams don't want Bradley Beal as well. So they may pivot. They may go somewhere else. It may come to a situation that on February 6th, or maybe even tomorrow, February 5th, Jimmy is sent to another team that is willing to take his contract, that's looking at this situation like, let's try to win this year, and worst case scenario, if Jimmy doesn't want to stay here, he'll opt out and we'll free that money from our books. Teams are potentially looking at, like the Memphis Grizzlies and Golden State Warriors. Even though Jimmy has said that he's unwilling to sign an extension with these teams, you guys, they can still look at it as like, whatever, let's trade for him, try to win now, and worst case scenario, he'll leave in the offseason if he opts out of his player contract. That's how this new NBA is with the new collective bargaining agreement, you guys. It's just the way the new NBA landscape is. You're trying to get out of these aprons. It's just reality now. This is the way that we're going to see the NBA go within the next few years. People are still not used to it. It's just the way it's going. Now, there was a report yesterday, you guys, by Chris Mannix. Chris Mannix is one of the biggest NBA beat writers out there. So when he reports something, you got to pay attention. He actually mentioned that rival executives believe that the Phoenix Suns are strongly considering moving Kevin Durant. Now, this is interesting, guys. It was reported by Chris Mannix, and I'll read this quote. The Golden State Warriors are indeed serious about reuniting with Kevin Durant. And with efforts to acquire Jimmy Butler stalled, rival executives believe that the Phoenix Suns are strongly considering Durant's deals before the deadline. End quote. Now, we know that Kevin Durant's 36, has a couple more years left in his contract, max contract. So we know whoever trades for him knows that he's coming into the decline. But Kevin Durant has been playing amazing, you guys. At 36 years old, he's averaging 36 minutes a game. He's played 39 games so far, 27 points a game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1.3 blocks, almost a steal a game, 52% from the field, 40% from the three-point line, 82% from the free throw line. You know what you get with Kevin Durant. He's one of the greatest offensive players of all time, one of the greatest scorers of all time. But trading for Kevin Durant to the Miami Heat, you guys, it's a pipe dream, to be honest with you guys, for a few reasons. I mean, Kevin Durant hasn't requested a trade. We know that's not a big deal. Look at the situation with Luka Doncic. You can just get traded. So this might come into a situation where Phoenix is thinking, okay, well, we can't get Jimmy Butler, we can't trade Bradley Beal. Let's try Kevin Durant. But that's where the pipe dream lies. There's no way, in my opinion, that the Phoenix Suns says, well, we can't move Bradley Beal. Let's trade Kevin Durant for Jimmy Butler. A big three of Jimmy Butler, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker doesn't really work in my opinion. I mean, yeah, Bradley Beal could play better with Kevin Durant not there. Jimmy can be more of a defensive presence. You can rely more on Bradley Beal and Devin Booker, but I don't think that's what Phoenix wants. Phoenix is trying to trade for Jimmy Butler to pair him with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. It doesn't make any sense to trade Kevin Durant for Jimmy Butler unless Kevin Durant is watching this and thinks this is getting annoying and goes to Phoenix and says, trade me to Miami. That's the only way that happens. And if that does happen, now the tables turn. The Miami Heat are no longer sellers, they're buyers. So now they have to sweeten the pot for Phoenix. Now you got to send them Jimmy Butler, maybe a future first round draft pick, or one of these young assets like Pelle Larsson, Jaime Jaquez, Nikola Jovic. Now the tables turn and the shifts completely turn. But do I believe that Phoenix is willing to do that? Mac Ishba, their owner, is traded away their future for Kevin Durant. Now look, Phoenix was able to get future first round draft picks, unloading their 2031 pick. So it did give them a little bit more flexibility. But those picks were gotten to entice the Miami Heat to trade for Bradley Beal, which the Heat are not going to do. That lies the problem. It's not that Bradley Beal sucks. I mean, he's on the decline, but he's still a great offensive player. It's just that he's making over $50 million for the next 3 years, and he has a no-trade clause. Teams don't like that. So I can see why Kevin Durant could look at this situation and think, you know what? Move me. Look at Phoenix, you guys. They're a play-in team in the Western Conference. The Miami Heat is the 6th seed in the East, 24-23. And what have I said in the past, you guys? You take a superstar level player and put him on this Miami Heat team with Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, Kel'el Ware, Nikola Jovic, Jaime Jaquez. This team is a superstar player away from being a true contender. That's Kevin Durant. Can you imagine this lineup, you guys? Kel'el Ware starting at the center, Bam Adebayo at his natural position at the power forward, Kevin Durant at his natural position in the small forward with Tyler Hero, and let's say Duncan Robinson, or put in Haywood Highsmith instead. That's a dangerous lineup. With Terry Rozier, Nikola Jovic, and Jaime Jaquez coming off the bench, that's a contender in the East. But the likelihood that a trade like this happens, you guys, very small. Very, very small. The only way this trade happens is if Kevin Durant goes to Phoenix and says, I want to go to Miami. And there's been no reports indicating that at all. But as we've seen with the whole Lakers and Luka Doncic trade, things can happen like that. And look, you guys, the Miami Heat and Kevin Durant have had mutual interest going all the way back since 2016. The Heat tried getting Kevin Durant in that 2016 offseason until he decided to go to the Golden State Warriors. When Kevin Durant originally left Golden State, Miami Heat were interested as well, but he ended up going to Brooklyn. When Kevin Durant requested a trade from Brooklyn, what were the two teams he wanted to go to? Phoenix or Miami? He got Phoenix because Phoenix offered the better package. But maybe he'll end up in the team that he's been linked to for almost 8 years now. He's won U.S. gold with Bam Adebayo. They have a great relationship. He can help Tyler Hero evolve his offensive game. So I think, if you ask me, if the Miami Heat have a shot of trading for Kevin Durant, you go, you do it. But chances are, probably won't happen. So Heat Nation, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you guys think the Miami Heat have a shot of getting Kevin Durant, or do you think this is a pipe dream? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We are pushing to 6,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. And until next time, your boy Ernest out, and that is enough said.